Welcome to part 4 of the DuckTales 1 and 2 commentary. Hey, we just completed the Bermuda ship. So, oh, sweet. Yeah, one thing that you must have in this game, as I said before, is a lot of money. Whether that be 750,000 or 1 million, you need it. That money really comes in handy, especially since 2 of the treasure map pieces I think are actually found here in the shop. Or no, I'm wrong. Now, you would think that we would have to head to Egypt first, but no, we actually have to go to the island of Mu. And you'll see later on that the reason why it's mandatory here, not only can you find another hidden treasure, but Gyro actually does have a special item that you can use that is kind of mandatory. See, yeah, it was a golf swing upgrade that I got while in Bermuda. I think this is actually the final upgrade you can get in the game. What the heck? Somehow I actually remember that from another thing. These statues. Oh wait, I know what those are. I just don't remember exactly what country. Oh crap! I just figured out what I did. I done goofed. Yeah, I just figured out what the final upgrade is. The final upgrade for this game, you're basically able to use the you're able to use Scrooge McDuck's cane to carry heavier stuff. I honestly didn't know that this was around. Actually, no, I knew it was around, I just didn't bother, using it, because I did Egypt. In my original playthrough of this game, I did Egypt before tackling this place, and as a result, I completely screwed up on getting the hidden treasure that's found in Egypt. Or, I think it was a treasure map piece. Yeah, I lost a treasure map piece. And wait, why did I head back down? Ha! Yeah, you have to be pixel perfect when you're carrying these things. Because apparently if you pull this in a very obscure direction or something of the sort, you will not be able to, yeah. That. I won't lie, this game is more money heavy than the original, even though, completing this game with $10 million is still very difficult. That's why I kind of spoiled already. I'm not getting $10 million in this game. I get about 938 mil, but, and don't get me wrong, that's good. It's just not as good as I would want. Sometimes I just want a bit better. But it's not easy for me to discuss, because exploration and money are some of the hardest things to talk about in this series. No, we don't. No, I don't want to hit this guy. Wait a minute. Are these mermaids? Are these mermaids? Can somebody please tell me if these are mermaids or not? Either way. Yeah. Basically, if you went all the way to the right, you would have found that there was a room up there that pretty much that takes you back down here. It's not really anything important unless you want to, search around for jewels. But it's not important. It's not mandatory to complete the game. It's just there. Yeah, this. Let's head back down. Okay. I won't lie. Doing the wall swing. I mean, the wall golf swing is not. I could not, for the life of me, master that. I mean, I got it down later on, but it's just not appealing, if I could say that. Jeez, I can't believe it. I still stutter even after like 2 or 3 years doing this stuff. It's kind of sad. You would think I'd be better in modern day, but there's not a lot of stuff for me to really talk about in this game. It's just find treasures, knock down a few treasure chests here and there, use your pogo jump, and oh, actually, finally we get something important. Okay, so what I think this is Louis. Basically, you have to put stones into blocks 2 and 3 down there. Where do you do that? Well, you are about to find out. Now, I forget if Cubex55 had done his playthrough of this game, but I mostly... most of the secrets that I'm using here are not found by him. I'd used some resources from a different person. If I remember the name of the user, I shall definitely put his or her name in the description. Yeah, you basically put the 2 barrels down in there, and what ends up happening is Moo rises from the water. Kinda thought my food was coming up for a sec. No, I don't want to leave. Don't fall down there, there's a death pit. Don't get hit and fall down, there's a death pit. That's a death pit. How many death pits are there in this game? I think, yeah, you're supposed to head down here. When you master the wall swing, do that, and you get the hidden treasure. The rest of this, you're basically going through to find a piece of the treasure map. And you could not do this normally if you're playing this game by normal means. Because, if you go into this area as Scrooge, while there's water, you die. You know, I wouldn't, you know, to be quite honest, I wouldn't do this if I were anybody else. Like I could not imagine having a Laconian cane, walking around, smacking rocks, breaking them to pieces, just to look for hidden treasure. But this... Oh, dang. Cigarette smoke is coming in. I gotta put my fan on exhaust. But this shows how bad Anus Scrooge McDuck really is. Because, out of pure honesty, who in their right mind would think to go out of their way to go to all these places, go underground where you can't see a dang thing, that's why the background's black, in search for treasure and money. I won't lie though, this is actually the best way to get rich. You want to get rich quick? All you have to do is this for a few days, or probably even a few hours, and you know, you might actually get something out of it. You know, I want that to be an experiment for all of my subscribers. Whether or not they saw this video during the launch day, or whether or not they saw this video after the launch day, or whether or not I have, oh, excuse me, cigarette smoke still in the area, or whether or not I have like 50,000 subscribers and they just plan to watch this out of the blue. I want you to go out of your way to go to all the locations in either this game or in DuckTales 1, and I want you to see if you can find money this easily just by going in random caves and forests or random cities and just finding treasure here and there, selling it, and getting millions of dollars. If you succeed, then I shall put you in my Hall of Fame, or my Hall of Wealthy People. I don't have an official name for you guys yet, so I'm just gonna go with Hall of Wealthy People for now. I could call it Hall of the Rich. You know, I'll call it Hall of the Rich. Why not, right? And time for a boss. This boss actually took me some time to figure out at first. You would think that jumping on this rock robot would do anything. No. That does not work at all. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to actually swing one of these rocks to his body, and then a red jewel will come out. That red jewel is his heart implant, and basically if you hit it, he takes damage. It's kind of like what I'll be doing with something I've been planning on working on for a long time now. By the way, the first block is the one that you hit in order to attack. But yeah. The one thing I've always wanted to make, and I've already got blueprints of it, are this kind of, it's basically an armor that has a heart implant that doubles up as a second life source. In theory, it can be considered as a tactical, can I really say tactical? It would help out in the health system. The only thing is, I'm not letting this get in the hands of the doctors because, well, in modern day, there aren't a lot of doctors you could trust. The only doctor that I can, well, the only few, like, physical health-based doctors that I know that I can trust, one in particular, her name is Amy. I don't know if she even, I don't even know if she's still around. Last I checked, she was in Massachusetts. But like if she ever ends up watching this, I actually have to thank her because I drowned back in yes, I drowned back in July of 2007. Dang, it's been nearly 6 years. And she was actually one of the first responders when that happened. Cheerleader was the one who ended up... Cheerleader? Did I really just say cheerleader? We're going into Egypt, by the way. Yeah, a female lifeguard had given me CPR, and I actually never got the chance to thank her either. I don't know her name, but it was it had involved this camp that I went to in New Hampshire for a week. International Family Church. If you've ever heard of them, yeah, they usually have that like during the summer. Well, on occasion. I don't know if they do that every year, but it's available for those between the ages of well, I was 11 at the time, I think. I was either 10 or 11, so I'm assuming that you can be like 11 or between 11 and 18 in terms of age, or 11 and 17. Won't lie though, a lot of stuff happened during that time. Me drowning, paintball in the forest, one of the most fun things. Well, obviously it was the woods, so we had to sleep in cabins. One thing I always worried about, however, was that if you were in a cabin like that, there could be like a bear or a fox. Trust me, never happened. And hot chocolate. The hot chocolate was so hot to the point that it pretty much burnt my throat. That's why my voice is the way it is today. Sick irony, right? You would never expect that, but yeah. Alright, now for this, if you were listening to Dewey, you would know to hit these only a certain amount of times. And that's how you get the treasure map piece for this level. In theory, you're supposed to do this first, but sometimes whenever I replay this game, I plan on doing it, like, I tend to do it last. I don't know why. Oh, crap. Holy crap. Record heat in Arizona. This is one of the reasons why I would never live in Arizona. It's 118 fucking degrees. How can you live in 118 degree weather? I don't get that. How can you last in 118 degree weather when there's literally no way you could probably last in it unless if you're somebody like me, who kind of has the reverse of Richard Simmons syndrome. Yes, I'm going to start calling it Richard Simmons syndrome. Essentially what he's able to do is, because he has a special medical condition that allows him to wear pretty much nothing in extreme temperatures. And when I say extreme temperatures, I mean like extreme cold. I don't know about extreme heat. But it's kind of baffling, because I have the opposite of what he has. He can wear almost nothing in extreme cold temperatures, probably even 30 below without feeling it. I can wear as much clothing as I want in 100+ degree temperatures. In my mind, I'm thinking, how is this even possible? Well, all I can pretty much say is, well, I guess my body was made this way for a reason. By the way, I don't know how to do this. I can't get that treasure up there. I think that treasure chest does hold 50,000, but again, I wasn't able to get it. There's no way you can get it. Well, that I know of anyway. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't mention this yet, but Egypt is the only place in the game that has Game Gear-like audio. Well, Game Gear and Master System, like, second generation Game Gear and Master System audio. And I won't lie, I hate the Master System audio chip after Sonic the Hedgehog Sega MS version. You might wonder, why do I think that? The audio chip is fucking awful. It sounds like this, only worse. I won't lie. Completing Land of Illusion, and, well, Legend of Illusion kind of has better music, but Land of Illusion soundtrack, it suffers from what the Legend of Zelda had. In the original Legend of Zelda, well, whether or not you're playing the NES or Famicom version, it suffers in both regards. Annoying and repetitive music. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind certain annoying and repetitive music if it sounds good. But, oh yeah, who the duck would think to walk down there? But just to find 20,000. But still, like, when I'm listening to the Master System or the Game Gear soundtrack of any game, it just sounds bad. It sounds horrible. I won't lie. There are good games on the Master System. Don't get me wrong, there are really great games on the Master System. I would just not recommend you to get them with the audio chip that they have. Find yourself a 16-bit audio chip, or play the games by using Dega, because Dega allows you to play it with like Genesis quality audio, or at least passable quality audio that kind of goes under Genesis standards. But I could never say, like, if you could find yourself a Japanese Master System, okay, you're in good hands. The only thing is, I don't know if there's a Japanese Master System out there that can play US or in Europe Master System titles. If we can find one or make one, then I wouldn't mind. sometimes I want to play Double Dragon using the original Japanese Master System audio. And to be quite honest, the version of the music you hear in the Master System version of Double Dragon, it's so bad aim is to the core that it beats the NES version by many. It definitely beats the Genesis version. In fact, for all I know, that used the YM2612 chip, I think it's called. Yeah, the YM2612 chip. That's what they used for the Master System. That was the processor for the Master System and the audio chip for the Genesis. How can a game like that have better audio quality than a Genesis? I've got no idea, but I'm not complaining. I'm not snitching. Yes, that's right, I said it. I'm not snitching. And, aw, Jack, I forgot that was there. Well, we actually kind of pulled off a Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of a thing, or something involving Indiana Jones, when we had to use that mirror on the sunlight. That's the only place you could do that, by the way. Funny enough, it's not sunset, but the boss room makes you assume that it is sunset. It just doesn't fit right with me. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Did we just get a sword? We just got a sword, didn't we? Why doesn't Scrooge use a sword? Okay, you know what? I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 yet. If Scrooge McDuck is in that game... Actually, you know, I'm gonna rock a wiki right now. Because, I won't lie, if Scrooge is in, Kingdom Hearts 2, I do expect him to have that. You can't see me right now, but I'm smiling. My friend Amanda just blew me a kiss. Alright, so let's look it up. Scrooge McDuck in, Scrooge McDuck in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but I'm mostly caring about 2 because I typed in Scrooge McDuck. And I'm taking a look at Kotaku right now. It says Kingdom Hearts needs more Scrooge McDuck. Yes, we do. I mean, at least we have Scrooge in... Yeah, alright, okay. Scrooge is in 2. He is in 2, but he's not playable. Crap. Alright, he better be back for 3. If he's not back for 3, I will really flip my fish. Either way, see you guys for part 5. Oh, jeez.